guys see the title of this video, you know what we're doing. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome back if you are new. Today's video we are doing, oh gosh, the cats are going haywire. We are doing something very terrifying. We're gonna be doing a 24-hour readathon. 24-hour reading challenge, and I'm really scared. Am I gonna fail? Yes, because that's just what I do. I have failed every single challenge that I ever do, but it's a challenge, right? So I guess that's the whole point. It's supposed to be hard. So as far as I know, there's like a couple of different ways to do this challenge, right? So I think there's kind of like 3 main ways. First way is just to do it 24 hours, read as much as you can in the span of that time from one day to the next, like stay up all night, yada, yada, yada. Second way is to have a timer and stop it when you're not reading. So it's 24 hours and then however long that takes you to finish 24 hours, like a week or whatever. And then the third way, which is the way that I'm gonna be doing it today, just like starting at 10 a.m. one day, 10 a.m. the next day, and just reading as much as I can throughout the day, but still like doing my regular things, you know, like I'm still gonna eat, I'm still gonna go to sleep because I'm gonna try to stay up late and read, but I will fall asleep. Like I can't stay up all night. I can't do it. I'm not as young as I used to be. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I am gonna start at 10 a.m. It is currently Wednesday, January 10th. I'm gonna start at 10 a.m. today, and then I will finish at 10 a.m. tomorrow on Thursday. And we're just gonna read as much as I possibly can. I'm still gonna do things, I'll still take breaks and hang out with my roomies, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna force myself to read like every single second of the day because I don't wanna burn myself out, but I also wanna challenge myself to read more. Okay, so now that we've established that, we need to figure out what books we are reading. So I'm gonna grab a couple that I'm thinking will be good for this challenge that are like fast-paced and stuff, and I'll show you. Okay, all right, so I have a few books that just kind of piqued my interest for today. And who knows if I'll pick these books up, but this is just kind of just stuff I was looking at. Okay, so I've got To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo, Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, and I know this book is not short, but I would like to read it. It would probably take me like all day and all night to get this done in 24 hours. Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is book 2 of The Naturals. And Night is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. So this book is like 350 pages. This one is like 370-ish, over 500, and this book is like 330 or whatever. So I thought I would grab like some shorter books and also books that seemed like fast-paced because I think that'll help me. But honestly, you guys, my main goal today is just to finish one book, which I know, like I've seen other people do their 24-hour readathons and they can read like 3 books in a night, and I just don't think that's gonna be me. I'm a pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm a slow reader, but I'm not a fast reader by any means. My goal is just to finish a single book, and like if I do that, I'll consider that a win because I don't really ever read a book in a day. So it's currently 9:37 and I am going to start at 10 o'clock. So I think before 10 o'clock, I'm going to make some breakfast, chill out, figure out what I'm gonna read, and I'm going to start. But I am still gonna put a 24-hour countdown on my phone, so I can update kind of hour by hour-ish. I'm excited. I'm also really scared, but I'm excited and I think it's gonna be fun, and we'll hopefully get some books under our belt for January. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. I will let you guys know what I end up reading, and I'll see you at the start. Okay, it's past 10 o'clock and I haven't started yet because I cannot figure out what I want to read. I'm really struggling. Like honestly, I think I just want to start Heir of Fire, but I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure if I just go right into this 560-page book. Like I don't know if I can do that in a day, but also this is what I want to read. I don't know. I feel like maybe I should just do something quick in between. We're gonna do Killer Instinct because I know it's gonna be fast-paced and I can switch my mind if I want to, if I'm not enjoying it, right? So I'm gonna do this one. It is 370 pages-ish, around there. We're gonna start the timer. All right, here we go. Ah, it's going. I'm gonna go get in the bathtub and start reading. Okay, it's time for our first update of our challenge. I am just a little over 2 hours into our challenge, and I want to give you an update on how it's going, what we're doing. So initially I was gonna read Killer Instinct, then I got 27 pages in and I was like, you know what? I don't know, I just didn't really feel like reading a young adult book. So then I picked up Midnight is the darkest hour, and this is what I have been reading in that time. I am currently on page 42, 43, and yeah, I'm not like too far in to be able to say a whole lot about how it's going, but I can tell you what this book is about. So this is a thriller. The premise is kind of like a lot, but we're following this girl named Ruth, who is a preacher's daughter. This takes place like down in the South in Louisiana, and it's a small town that is very religious, and it feels like really gothic and stuff too. And then one night, the sheriff or the police department or whatever finds a dead body in the swamp. So I think stuff's gonna happen from there. But there's also stuff about like vampires in this, I think too. I don't really know. I don't know. But the whole town is going crazy because of this body that's found. So it follows that. But 42 pages in, and it's good so far. I can tell that it's definitely gonna be like gritty and dark, just like her other book that I read, In My Dreams, A Hold the Knife was. And that's kind of all I had to say right now. I kind of wish that I would have just read Air of Fire, but now that I'm almost 50 pages into this, I feel like I have to stick with it. So I will stick with this for now. And I'm trying to decide if I need another cup of coffee because I've already had 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get one more cup of coffee, and then I'm gonna pop myself onto the couch, get cozy, and we'll continue reading. Okay, time for a little update. It's about 2.5 hours later. I got 19 hours and 34 minutes on the clock. And I just wanted to update because I'm about 100 pages into Midnight is the Darkest Hour, and I'm kind of bored. Feeling a little bit bored with what's happening at the moment. But you know, it might pick up. I'm just kind of like, so I did just take a little break and have a snack and watch some YouTube. But we're gonna get back into it. I decided to change up the environment. I'm gonna read out here instead of in my room. Put something cozy on the TV and keep grinding away. But this is hard. I keep getting like distracted, so. But it's a challenge. It's a challenge, remembering that. And I've decided we're gonna bring out the big guns. I'm ready for an Alani. It's only like 2:45 right now, but I don't know. I just need something to kind of hype me up a little bit. So I've been saving this Alani. This is the Witch's Brew. And I think it's time. Oh yeah. Yep, that hits it. I'm going to get cozy here on the couch. I'll put some B-roll in here, and I guess let's just continue, you know? Alright, y'all. So I just got out of the bathtub. Yes, I took another one. I'm gonna read a lot better when I'm in the bath and my phone is like away from me and I can just focus on my book. And I am just a little under halfway at this point. I'm on chapter 20, page 162. And I'm just not really loving it, which is unfortunate. I don't hate it. I really do like Ashley Winstead's writing. I don't know, I'm just bummed that I'm not reading it all that much. Like, we are how many hours into this? 6.5 hours in, and I've only read half of a book. So you can see why my goal was to read a whole book. It's kind of hard for me, obviously. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I am kind of struggling right now, and I don't know, I don't think I want to DNF it, but I don't know. I'm gonna make some lunch here and then try to continue reading, and we'll see how that goes. Hello you guys, it is currently 11:10 and I have not really been reading that much because I was just hanging out with my roommates and watching TV. So I'm on page 216 and I don't really want to be reading this book anymore, but I wanted to finish a book in this challenge. So I feel like if I want to do that, then I have to keep reading this one. I'm just not loving it. I just don't really care about anything that's happening. I don't know if it's like just a me thing reading it right now. I'm going to try to read a little bit more and stay up a little bit later, and then I will wake up in the morning and read as well, and we'll see if we can finish this. Good morning, everybody. It is currently almost 7:45 and I have about 2.5 hours left on our little countdown here. It's dark out right now for being in the morning. Last night I read for a little bit longer and I got to page 238, I believe, in my book. So I have a little over 100 pages left to go. And I think with the time that I have, I can do it if I'm like reading the whole entire time. I think I could get my one single book done for my challenge. I feel like such a failure. I just didn't really read that much, generally, at all. I should have read more last night instead of watched TV with my roommates, but whatever. I'm gonna finish this out and see the end of it. But I do have a workout class at 9:15, so I'm gonna get ready at 8:30. And I am gonna pause the timer when I go do that because I'm like actually leaving the house and stuff. So I will pause that and then continue it when I get back. And I think that's all I have to say for right now. Okay, I've just been like sitting here on my floor reading. But I'm going to pause my timer now because it's 8:30 and I'm gonna go get ready for my workout class and go do that. And then I'm gonna come back and continue reading when I get home. I just got back from my workout class. Hope that's pretty obvious. But I'm gonna shower really quick and then I will get back into reading. Okay, sorry this angle's a little odd. I'm trying to go where the light is. But it's time. I need to finish this book. I kind of cheated a little by pausing my time, but whatever. So I have 1 hour and 43 minutes and some change left in our challenge. Let's see, how many pages do I have left of this book? I think I have like 75-ish, somewhere around there. So I should be able to finish it within this time frame, but I feel like this book is also taking me longer to read for some sort of reason. But yeah, I'm just gonna cuddle up on my chair, try to bang this out because I am over this book. Well, you guys, I did it. I did it with 20 minutes to spare, 18 minutes to be exact. I finished this book and I really don't know what to think about that. First of all, let's just applaud myself because I actually got my goal of finishing a book. That's all I wanted to do was just finish one book. So I feel somewhat successful in that sense. I do wish that I would have read more. Obviously, I think I could have read more if I wasn't, you know, distracted by other stuff, but that's what I said I was gonna do. I was just gonna read from time one day to the same time the next day. So I guess I set the intention right away that I wasn't trying to like read for 24 hours straight, just read for 24 hours and see how much I can actually get done. So I guess with that being said, I feel okay with how I did. But talking about the book itself, so I have really mixed feelings on this. Like, I don't really know what to think about it. I think I could see where people would really like this. The writing is really good. I think just the content of the book made me feel kind of icky, and just kind of like, I don't know, it just was kind of like weird for me. So that just might be like a me thing, right? So if you might like it, you can look into it and you might like it, but for me, I don't know, it just wasn't like my favorite storyline. I feel like it was a mix of Where the Crawdad Sings and one of the Purge movies. I have to think which one it is. If you've read this book, you probably know what I mean, but it reminds me of, yeah, Where the Crawdad Sings and the Purge election year, which I think is the third one. Very like religious stuff in here, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil what it's about. I did enjoy it a little bit more towards the end when it was getting a bit more action-packed, but I think overall I'm kind of like in between a 2.5 and a 3. But I kind of just want to go with a 2.5 because it just felt like middle of the road for me. and 2.5 seems to kind of fit the bill with that. I didn't really care what was happening either. I wasn't really connected to the characters. I didn't care what happened to them. But again, I could see how you would like this. I just think it wasn't the book for me. Okay, so that is our challenge. I don't think I'm gonna continue reading because I only have like 15 minutes on the clock and I kind of cheated anyways. So I think I'm just gonna leave it here because it's already after 12 right now. Overall, this was fun to do. It was fun to challenge myself to finish a book, and like I never read a book in a day, you know, so it was fun to challenge myself in that aspect and to read more. But I think next time in the future I do want to try this again. I want to try the other ways for the 24-hour readathon. So I want to try reading 24 hours straight and try to stay up like all night if I can. And then I also want to try the way where I put the countdown on my phone and then like pause it when I'm not reading and see like actually how many books I can read within a 24-hour time span, for real. But yeah, this was fun. I hope it was still enjoyable to watch. Again, I feel like I was like, I don't know, it was kind of a fail. I don't know, and I didn't really like love the book that I read, but hopefully it was still entertaining enough to watch, and I'm excited to do one of these again in the future. And I think that's really all I have to say. But if you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other challenge or any other video that we do. And that's it, you guys. I will see you in the next one.